Hey guys, XYZ here, and as you know by the title, this is going to be a theory on what could be under Mimikyu's cloak. And yes, I know I normally make gaming videos, but well, whatever. Now, first thing is, let's just talk about the height. Mimikyu and Dedenne have the exact same height. See? Same height. 0.8, whatever you call it, 0.20 meters, whatever you call it. But thing is, what Pokemon is under Mimikyu's cloak is actually half of the height of actual Mimikyu. So, shouldn't it be... Wait a second. Shouldn't it be whatever you call it, but the 8 changes to 4 and 0.10 meters? Well, let's just say maybe why Dedenne could be the Pokemon that's under Mimikyu is because some Pokemon or people that turn into, Pokemon or just, die will, change size. How I know that is because now the first thing I'm gonna say is Ghastly is the same height as Drapion. Yes. The giant thing you're supposed to be afraid of is smaller than you, yet the small thing that you're not supposed to be afraid of is the same size as the thing that's supposed to make you scared. Well, let's just say that Drapion did some effort and it did become a little bit bigger, but what if this thing came running after you? And it was the size of a Drapion. I mean, could you imagine a Drapion being like, I think my height? I don't know my height. Whatever. Well, first things first. If Pokemon die and they turn into Ghastly, they would have to change their size because normally humans would, an average human would be higher. That just sounds weird. Would be taller. Yeah, that's better. Would be taller than Drapion. Now, how I know that a human is taller than Ghastly is because, well, humans are taller than Ghastly, but actually I don't know where I'm going with this. Whatever, just forget what I said. Okay. Ghastly is the same height as Drapion, and Drapion is, shorter than an average human. Now, first of all, if a human could turn into a Ghastly, wouldn't they change their height too? Bum bum bum. Now, what I know about, humans dying and maybe turning into Ghastly is because in Gengar's Moon Pokedex entry, it says it apparently wishes for a traveling companion, since it was once human itself. Once human itself. That's the key word. Now, because Gengar used to be human, if humans could evolve too, and I'm not saying like actual evolution, I'm just saying, if humans were taller than Drapion and Drapion was the same size as Ghastly, and you died as an average human, which is the perfect height of a normal one, wouldn't that mean that you would change height and turn into a Ghastly, which is way shorter than you? Well, to be honest, if in the Pokemon world, Pokemon sizes would never change and they would always stay like this, bam, wouldn't that mean that if a Dedenne dies and it becomes a ghost type, bam, a ghost type, wouldn't that mean that, I don't know, wouldn't that mean that, oops, sorry, no, let's just wait. As I was saying, wouldn't that mean that Dedenne could just be a Mimikyu? Because, well, Dedenne dies as a ghost, becomes a ghost, but it keeps its fairy type for some reason, which I call buffalo feces. Wouldn't that be, yeah, Buffalon feces. Shouldn't it just be Buffalon muck? Whatever. If it dies and it loses its electric type, why not the Fey type? But whatever, we're not here to talk about that. Another proof about why it is Mimikyu is because why is Mimikyu a Fey type first? Okay, I want you guys to comment down below about why is Mimikyu a Fey type, other than it's because it's a deceased Dedenne. Because I seriously don't have anything else. I really don't know any other reason why Mimikyu is a Fey type. Maybe just want it to be happy? Oh, it's just the doorbell, whatever. Now, I know if you look at the moves, Dedenne mostly learns electric type moves, and Mimikyu mostly learns normal type moves? Whatever. Only two of the moves are the same, and that's Charm and Play Rough. That's it. And also, another thing is, remember how I told you guys that if, humans could change sizes when they turn to Ghastlies? Well, what if when Dedenne died? Okay, I want you guys to look at this for a second. Dedenne and Mimikyu are the exact same size. Now, what if Mimikyu had died and it turned just a little bit smaller? Who knows? Maybe it turned to, whatever you call it, maybe it turned to 0.10 meters? Who knows? But what if it did? And that's all my proof. Wait. Yeah. That's all my proof on how Dedenne could be a deceased how Mimikyu could be a deceased Dedenne. Well, guess that's it then. Yeah, oh yeah, another thing, 50% male, 50% female, 50% male, 50% female. Yeah, and also, egg cycles, 20? Oh my god! More proof! 20 base 5120, 20 base 5120. And I know, yeah, amorphous, but it's just because. Why Mimikyu is amorphous is because, well, Dedenne is dead. He's dead, get over it. And another thing is, why Mimikyu's base stats, all of them, the total base stats, 476 is more than Dedenne's is because, well, maybe electric type is useless and ghost type is more useful. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Okay, I think that's all I got now. Wait, I think, yeah. Okay, EV yield, 2 speed, EV yield. Oh no, that's different. Okay, 2 special defense. Whatever. But maybe the special defense is because it has a cloak, and maybe the speed is because it could exercise, because it's so fat. But I think the reason why Mimikyu can't become speed, meaning faster, is because it has no weight, because it's a ghost. Have you ever tried weighing a ghost? Bam! No weight! Yeah, that was weird. Oh, another thing. Base happiness, 70 normal. 70 normal. No, these are different. Yeah. Yeah. And growth rate, medium fast. Growth rate, medium fast. That's it. That's all. Okay then. I guess that's the end of my theory. Well, maybe I'll be doing more theories in the future. Who knows? Well, as always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and bye!